Hello everybody, my name is Tina from Aweneth Yarn and Fiber, and I would just like to say right off the rip, I'm sorry for the video flickering. That's something I can't control. I have tried to edit my frames per second and it's not working, so my apologies to any epileptics out there. Also, if you are looking for professionalism, if you are looking for somebody who has their shit together, if you are looking for carefully curated aesthetics, if you are looking for beige, keep moving, Junior, because this is not the place for you. However, if you're down for a little bit of chaos and you would like to track my progress on the 6 make-alongs I'm joining this summer, and no, I'm not double dipping in any of them, I'm also not starting any with whips, then stay tuned because I've got plenty of crazy stuff in store for you. So, this is going to be the summer of crazy make-alongs, and part of the reason I'm doing this vlog is to hold myself accountable because I fully intend to finish every single one of these, and also to get better at being on camera and to figure out the software, because this is unrelated to knitting. At some point this summer, my friend Kieran and I are going to be starting a podcast on cryptids and cryptozoology and all sorts of random other strange stuff that we find as relayed by friends or the internet or whatever. Plus, you know, I have my own ghost stories to tell. He might, who knows. Maybe in the interim he'll meet like the Vietnamese Bigfoot or something, who knows. But it'll be fun. So I just want to get better at using this software and being on camera. I want to get more comfortable at being on camera because I'm a bog witch and I can't stand looking at myself, so my apologies. I just want to get more comfortable with it. So this is a twofold objective here. So without further ado, let me start off by showing you what I just finished. I know some of you know I was working on this sparkly sweater in my I Hate Mondays yarn, which is inspired by Garfield. And this is an oversized behemoth of a sweater. I mean, I freaking love it. I love the flashing, I love the pooling, I love the flex. I love the fit, sort of. I'm gonna like it better once it's blocked, and also once I have to lose like 20 pounds, you guys. I gained way too much weight recently, so once it's blocked and I've lost a little weight, I'm sure it'll fit just like absolutely freaking perfectly. So that'll be fun. I really, really enjoyed knitting this. The sleeves especially, I love that they're puffy. This isn't a pattern, by the way. This was, I put numbers into a raglan generator and then knit the sweater and then did the sleeves as I saw fit, which was puffy with a tight cuff. They don't fully go all the way to my wrist, which I like also because I'm always pushing my sleeves up. So it fits just perfectly, like right here-ish, if my arms are out. So I really, really love this sweater. I'm really looking forward to wearing it once it gets cold again, because it's not going to be cold for a while now. It being almost June, we are entering the definitely not cold months. So we are entering the summer of make-alongs. And I have my handy dandy notebook here. I collaged this actually. This was a dollar store notebook. I collaged it using clips from magazines, some from Vogue Knitting, some stickers that I have, and of course there's the obligatory sticker nonsense on the inside. I know it's silly, but it makes me happy. I love looking at it. And I laminated it with masking tape. I actually bought, I didn't bring them over here, I don't think. Oh, they're over there. I bought a couple extra blank notebooks because I figured I would just collage a couple more and then sell them in the shop just for fun. I mean, I'm not going to be like mass producing them, but if somebody wants a nice collage knitting journal, they should have one. They should be able to buy one. So I'll have some of these for sale soon as I get time to work on them. So without further ado, the 6 make-alongs in chronological order. Da-da-da-da! So the first one starts today. That is Knit with Joan, and that is starting from today, May 30th, to August 10th. You must finish a project. You can tag it on Instagram with the hashtag knitwithjoan, and you can tag Mama Nevin at Mama Nevin. And initially, I wanted to... So I had the yarn in mind for a sweater. I'm doing a DK weight sweater. I have a misfit skein of Fire and Pressure, which is a misfit because somewhere in here there's a weird... I don't know what happened. A speckle must have got somewhere where it shouldn't have been, and in a pan or whatever, and then the yarn touched it, and now there's like gray-blue blobs on it. Not a lot, there's like two, 3 spots, but still, I wasn't gonna send that out. These are on my Divinity DK base, so it's a merino cashmere nylon DK weight. I also have a dark brown, and I have Where the Wild Things Are. And so the plan is, I was originally going to do the Odaki sweater, which is a round yoke with a beautiful, kind of looks like a damask design for the color work. But then I looked at the instructions and didn't really jive with the instructions, and plus there were short rows. I don't know, I don't know how to put this in a way that will make sense. The instructions didn't seem friendly to me. And by friendly, I mean like that my brain could understand them. I don't know what's happened to me in the last few years. I seem to be going through this ultra rebellious phase, whether it's recipes or knitting. I cannot follow a pattern or a recipe. Like, I don't want to be told what to do. Give me the general gist of what I have to do, the general gist of the recipe, and then I'll just figure it out on my own. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to freaking do it. So I need to get over that. So I've decided I'm going to, at least with this sweater, I'm just going to get over it. Don't like it, but I'm going to do it. So anyway, I backed down from that sweater. Maybe I'll knit it eventually someday, but I'm gonna have to figure out, like, can you just skip the short rows? I think you can just skip the short rows, right? Because I knit an Andrea Mowry pattern once with short rows in the back, and it made me look like Quasimodo. My back is not made for short rows. It looked really dumb, and I don't know, maybe I did them wrong, whatever. Regardless, I found a new pattern. It is the Inner Circle sweater by Drops. It's a free pattern. And speaking of Drops, just as a side note, if you have ever browsed sweaters on Ravelry, I'm pretty sure, like, any weight or whatever. I mean, Drops has a prolific presence on Ravelry. They have this extensive collection of 80s and early 90s sweaters that I'm pretty sure are worn with shoulder pads, and they are just the tackiest, corniest, cheesiest, most beautiful sweaters, and I secretly want to knit all of them, even though I would never wear any of them, but I love them. I'm obsessed with them. I don't know what it is about them. Would never wear them. Would probably never knit them, but I just appreciate them so much, and I think they're precious, and I hope they're appreciated by somebody, even if we don't all knit them. So the plan is for the Inner Circle sweater, it's got like abstract trees around the yoke. So the plan is to fade Fire and Pressure into Bullhorn Enchilada as far as the color work goes on the dark brown background. And then the dark brown background is going to fade into Where the Wild Things Are. So it's going to be the color work around the top, and then it's going to fade into Where the Wild Things Are, which is like bits of rainbow and dark brown. So I think that's going to look really cool. We'll see how that goes, but I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's going to be a really cool sweater, even if it only turns out to be short-sleeved. I should have enough yarn. I have 6 skeins. I think that's enough yarn, because I'm pretty sure I just knit the Garfield sweater with 7, and as oversized as it was, I still have more than enough left to, like, I could do a pair of DK socks or something. So that was Knit with Joan. That starts today. I will be casting on that sweater today, and I will be showing you my project next week. I want to do this weekly. So next up we have Summer of Murder. That's from June 1st to August 31st. Must finish. It's hosted by Tabitha of Cabot Cove Knits. You have to take a picture of your project and what you're watching. It's got to be true crime or something with Tabitha in it. Tag your entry on Instagram at Cabot Cove Knits. Hashtag Summer of Murder 2025. So for that, I wanted to do a sweater also. I wanted to do a fingering weight sweater with color work, but like all over color work, intricate color work, because I have a bunch of misfits that have been glazed and over dyed a bunch of times, and they have these really cool, unusual colors that I feel like would stand out in spots and then blend into each other in other spots. And I feel like it would give the sweater like a really eye-catching, mystical, kind of weird vibe. But my brain was not ready for that because stuff going on. Didn't have the brain capacity to plan that out. I do, however, have a shawl in mind. I have my own shawl pattern that I've come up with. It's a simple stitch pattern, no purling, but it's not garter. And it's a triangle, and it looks really cool with 2 colors. So I'm going to be doing that 8-link Minnetonka, and this is a misfit of No Sleep Till Brooklyn. And the reason it's a misfit, sorry, I just bumped my microphone. I'm sure that was extra loud. I am not tech savvy, you guys. I'm a freaking boomer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was obnoxious. The reason this is a misfit is because this is before I locked down my speckle game, so speckles didn't really come out right. And I don't send out stuff I'm not happy with, so it's mine forever. It'll grow up to be a nice shawl. And that's also DK weight. So I might actually play with the shape of it. Like the original shape is just like your standard triangle, but I might do a long triangle, like from side to side, because I feel like that's something I would wear more. I don't know. We'll see. I have 2 days to think about it. Also starting on June 1st, Summer on the Lanai, and this is the Golden Girls Make-Along hosted by my bestie Amy and her sister Denise of Two Sisters and Some Yarn, and that goes from June 1st to September 1st. You can find them on Instagram at Two Sisters and Some Yarn, hashtag Summer on the Lanai MAL, and for that I'm going to be doing a pair of socks. Might even do 2 pairs of socks. I think I'll have enough time to do 2 pairs of socks, assuming I'm not like flipping out over whatever the heck else I'm knitting. You'll notice my project bag for this is actually a zippered pillowcase. I have a bunch of these zippered pillowcases because what I like to do when I'm prepping yarn for dyeing and I'm cutting off the skein ties, I save them in a jar, and at the end of every month I stick them in a pillowcase, a zippered pillowcase, and then I have a pillow. So that's pretty cool. It's just a fun little way I like to recycle. Also, before I send out yarn, I always reskein it. So when I chop the knot, that goes in there too. It's just some weird little thing I do to recycle. In case you are not in our circle of people, in case you're brand new to this, I dyed a yarn for this make-along specifically called Emergency Cheesecake. And there's 5 solid coordinating colors that go with it. One of them being Back in St. Olaf. And boy, this mini is a mess. Oh my goodness, it's a mess. Okay. We might have to rewind that. There's another mini I'm also going to be using. So it'll be a normal, decent-sized pair of socks. My feet are only a size 8, so it's not like I need that much yarn, but they'll be nice. I think it'll be a pretty pair of socks. So that's that. And then we have, starting June 14th, and now I'm not going to talk about this too much because it's not time yet. We still got time. We got 2 weeks. I don't want to make this a long-ass video. But going from June 14th to September 30th is the Make Orange Great Again Make-Along. I'm going to be doing a pair of socks for that, as well as a sweater. I know what you're thinking right now. Tina, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I really think I can do it. I'm an optimist. And then after that, we have Knits in White Satin. That starts July 1st to September 30th. And I've already got yarn for that. It's Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton, but it's the sparkly one, white cotton sparkle. I'm going to be doing a tank top. I'm super excited about that. And then sometime in July, we have Shark Week. So to be determined. Don't know what's going on for that. I am going to be knitting a pair of socks, though, out of my Shark Week yarn, Blood in the Water. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to all of this and to navigating the challenges of a colorwork sweater, which I haven't done in quite some time. I don't think I've done any colorwork in a while other than stripes. And yeah, that's about it. So that's all I have to report for now. I will be back next Friday with an update on how the sweater is moving along, how the socks are going, how the shawl is going, because I've got 2 projects to cast on 2 days from now, so that's going to be fun. And if you would like to see more, what's the word I'm looking for? I've only had 1 cup of coffee today, you guys, so mad props to myself for like even making words at this point. If you would like to see more frequent updates, that's the word I'm looking for, you can follow me on Instagram at Awened Yarn and Fiber, or Buffalo Sponks is my personal account, or you can also see pictures of my cat and flowers from my daily post office walks and whatever the heck else I put up there. Awened Yarn and Fiber is really just for the yarn stuff, so I will be updating, and I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really looking forward to seeing the progress I've made at the end of the summer, and seeing everybody else's projects too, because I know a bunch of people have bought yarn specifically for these make-alongs for me, and I am so excited to see how they grow up, like how the yarns grow up and what people do with them, because I feel like everybody is a way more talented and ambitious knitter or crocheter than I am. So where my projects are like generally pretty plain, like all my socks are super freaking plain. I'm not getting fancy with my socks. But other people are making gorgeous sweaters and shawls, and they have all this cool stuff planned. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. If you are joining any of the make-alongs, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you're making and what you're doing and what you're planning on doing. If you are new here and you would like to watch me work, I have a bunch of videos on my channel for that. You can watch my Wildcard Wednesdays every week. You can watch my Watch Me Work videos. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.